What's going on, guys? TheDeathOfAnEra here, and today I'm bringing you episode number 15 in my Modern Warfare 3 veteran campaign walkthrough in hopes, I should say, to help you guys out beat this mission. This is the 15th mission. This is called Down the Rabbit Hole. Again, I'm going to remind you guys that I did forget to record this whole veteran walkthrough with audio. I unplugged my audio source from my PVR for broadcasting reasons for a podcast I take a part of every week. So that being said, I do apologize if it's very dull and boring, but this isn't supposed to be an exciting commentary that you guys are supposed to get all stoked on. It's supposed to be strategic advice, and at the end of the day, I can still do that without game audio, so I hope this does help you out if you guys are struggling to beat the campaign mission. So immediately you can see we're in an elevator. We take out a couple enemies and then we proceed to fall down the elevator. This next part, you need to think very fast and take out these enemies very quickly. You can actually see why in a couple seconds here. So we're going to flip on our night vision. The door is going to open and you're going to see a bunch of enemies outside. Take out as many enemies as you can before you exit the elevator. You're going to need to exit fairly quickly because they actually throw a grenade at you. I don't know if it's just my luck, but their grenade came in there. I had to get out of there very quick. So I actually got very lucky there and I actually lived. So once you exit the elevator, take cover behind some boxes, clear out the first room. It should be pretty quick and effective. As you can see here, we got a whole bunch of enemy reinforcements coming. They're upstairs, they're downstairs. I would encourage you guys to take out the guy on the upstairs first, just so he doesn't get the upper hand on you, because he obviously does have the height advantage on you there. Once that is complete, you can either progress forward downstairs or upstairs, I do believe at this point. As you can see, I actually took the upstairs route. So it tells you there to take off your night vision, and I actually turn it back on because it's a lot easier for me to see enemies. They kind of glow a little bit more if you have the night vision on. So if you guys are struggling to see enemies here, flip your night vision back on, and that will really help you out to progress through this part. So as you can see here, I'm taking cover behind these little boxes here, and I'm kind of just taking out all the enemies that are rappelling down and all the enemies that are entering the room. Once you feel it is safe, proceed to move forward and continue to take out the additional enemies in the room. And basically, once that is complete, we can progress forward to the next part of the mission here. Alright, so as you can see, I move forward here and I kind of go up into this control room on the left hand side, and this actually works out pretty well for me. I got a pretty good angle on a few enemies down the cave here, which is our next exit point. So if you guys want to use that to your advantage, you can. It is there. So just on the left hand side after you enter this room, go upstairs, pick off a few of the additional enemies. Once that is complete, progress forward through this cave. With this part here, I tossed a few grenades and it worked out pretty well for me. It blew up pretty much all the enemies. But if you don't get as lucky as I did there, you can simply just take cover behind the boxes, pick off these enemies one by one, and you shouldn't really have any difficulties getting through this part. It should be a very quick process. I think there's a total of 6 to 8 enemies within this tunnel, so one well-placed grenade will take them all out. Alright, so once you move forward and you breach down that door and take out the few enemies in this control room that you're currently standing in, you're going to want to progress forward. I would take cover on the left or the right side just so you can have a little bit more cover, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So keep watching this truck that you saw me just take the enemy off of. There's a few guys that keep trying to run up there, and simply just take cover and pick off these guys one by one. Take it very slowly and just ensure that you do not die in this process. It should be a pretty easy process for you guys if you're obviously in the cover system. So I would use the cover on the left hand side or the right hand side to your advantage in this current situation. Once that is complete, we can progress through this room. So you can see here we're entering a stairwell, and I almost got caught off guard. So when you walk through this door, I would advise you guys to walk around the corner, aim down sight, just so you can take out that guy quickly before he does shoot you, because as you can see, I almost died there, and it almost did result in a death. So there is an ammo crate also in this room, so I'd recommend picking up ammo if you guys are low on ammo just before you enter into the next part, because you will need a lot of ammo for this part, and it may take you some time to complete. So as you can see here, immediately right outside this door, there's a few enemies, so just take them off the balcony really quickly. And there's basically a whole bunch of helicopters, a whole bunch of enemy reinforcements coming in on the ground, so you're going to want to stay up here for a couple of seconds. Just take out all these guys on the ground before you jump down to the ground level, obviously. And as you can see here, there's not too much cover just because it's railings, there's no boxes or anything, so use laying prone to your advantage here. It will help you out quite a bit. So if you do get shot, just simply lay down on your stomach, let your health recharge, and then we can move forward with the next part of this mission. So now that that is complete, you can jump off the side of the railings, and you can see there's like a little ramp that you can walk down. Right here, there's also a few more guns on the ground, so if you guys want to pick up another primary weapon as your secondary, I would encourage you guys to do that as well. So this part is very quick. It shouldn't take you guys too long. I'm actually going to fast forward it, but simply just kill enemies, and you just get to call in predator missiles the whole time. So call in a predator missile, take out a few more enemies, move forward when you can, you'll get another predator missile. You can see I just keep calling them in here. I'm trying to sweep out some enemies before I move forward, but the enemies will stop coming as you move forward, so you do need to move forward in this situation, and just simply keep calling in these predator missiles to clear out everybody in your path before you enter the next building. So as you can see here, I run to the left-hand side, and it really doesn't matter which side you go. It all depends what you feel safest on. I go to the left-hand side. I don't exactly know why. I think that it looked like there was more cover at that point, but use all the cover to your advantage in this situation, and basically keep calling in these predator missiles and make sure everybody is cleared out. So as you can see, we're starting to get to that point where all the enemies are cleared out in this current section, and now we're going to advance to the next section of getting through this kind of construction zone looking thing. So again, just keep calling in your predator missiles and keep taking out these enemies very quickly. Move forward to cover as you feel it is safe. Alright, and this cargo crate actually worked out pretty well for me at this point, provided me quite a bit of cover, so if you guys want to run in there just until you can proceed to your next checkpoint, I would encourage doing so. There's only a few enemies left at this point, so now you have instructions to follow the rest of your team, and you will start to enter a building at this point. Alright, so as you can see, we have met up with the president's daughter at this point, and she's basically trying to tell us something, and she's saying that they basically took her father down deeper into the tunnels. So this next part of the mission, it can be pretty difficult, but I actually didn't have too much troubles with it until I did the next breach part, but you guys will see what I'm talking about in a second here. When you proceed through this tunnel, use the cover to your advantage. Take out the enemies on the, there should be 2 on the left-hand side, as you just saw me take out. There's going to be a few more down at the bottom here, also by the railings. So once you take these guys out, you can push forward, and then you can continue to rappel deeper into the mine. Alright, so as you can see, we have made our way down deeper into the mine, and this part can be a little bit tricky, but I made it through first try without dying, so hopefully you guys can do the same. I took cover here on the right hand side behind this little barrier thing, and I just basically, I took out all the enemies up top first, and then I progressed to move forward. And when you're doing this part, I would highly encourage you guys to take out the guys upstairs first, because obviously they have a height advantage on you, and if you're trying to take cover, sometimes they can still hit you, so it can result in a death. But basically, once you take out those guys, continue to push forward. You'll get a checkpoint as you proceed to push forward in this cave. And you can see here I'm just running up to the right hand side. I'm staying in cover pretty much the whole time. There's going to be a few more enemies up at the top here, but it should be pretty easy for you guys to get through this room. And as you can see, we come to a door at this point, and this door we basically cannot make it through. So basically Price has got an idea right here, and this is probably one of the coolest parts in a Call of Duty campaign I've ever seen. It was a little bit difficult for me. I failed at it quite a few times actually, but hopefully you guys don't have too much difficulty doing this. So as you can see, we're breaching through the roof at this point, and just basically watch what I do. There's somebody holding the president. You need to take him out very quick. I would encourage you guys to take out the guy the first guy, because he will kill the president. Once that guy is down, progress to take out all the 3 other guys on each side of him, and you should be pretty much done that part at that point in time. So be sure to take out the guy that's holding the president hostage first, and that's basically the only suggestion I can give to you guys. And you got to make sure your aim is sharp, and remember that you are falling, and the shot is a little bit tricky to get on the president, so you need to adjust your aimer as you're falling. So hopefully you guys have no problems with that. That being said, we are outside now, and we're back up top, and at this point you can see there's a bunch of enemies closing in on us, and at this point I'm kind of scared. I think I'm gonna die actually quite a few times, but you can see here from the left hand side there's a door that enemies do come through, so I'd encourage you guys to take out those guys quickly before they cave in on you. And there's also enemies coming in on the right hand side, but luckily I don't think I have to kill any of them. Maybe 1 or 2, but my team kills them for the most part, so hopefully your team is very effective at this point. Alright, and as you can see, I make my way down the stairs, and I use this little ammo box for cover here, and basically bounce from cover to cover and move up as you can. And once you move up far enough, you will basically complete this mission. So as you can see, there's a little cinematic here, and you get blown up, but luckily it is pretty much done. You get pulled to the helicopter at this point. You just have to take out a few enemies as you're getting dragged. So just take out these guys very quick and make sure your aim is very fast. You should not have a problem doing this. I had no problem doing this at all. The enemies didn't really seem to shoot at me too much, but you're actually going to get a gun here. Just take out a few enemies as you're going back, and you're actually going to leave half of your team there. So this is the second to last mission, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope it was informative and helped you beat the campaign, or this mission in the campaign I should say, if you guys were struggling. That being said, please leave a comment down below if you're having any difficulty beating this, and I will do my absolute best to help you guys out in hopes to help you beat the campaign. Also, please remember to leave a rating, and if you like this video, if it helped you out, please leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you didn't like it, leave a comment and let me know why you didn't like it. It simply helps me improve the overall quality of my videos. I pretty much do not get anything from likes, so I hope you guys had no difficulties beating this mission. That being said, thank you for watching as always.